From Sierra Leone, we bring you to the Gold Coast. And then we will also take you to England to talk about one of the Casely-Hayfords. Now, the Casely-Hayfords are a Fanti family that all started with J.E. Casely-Hayford. Yes, a very powerful man, my brother, my sister, who became an astute, nationalistic, Pan-African cultural icon. My brother, my sister. That's him, J.E. Casely-Hayford. He married a Dutch woman and also a Sierra Leonean woman by name Adelaide Smith, who later became Adelaide Casely-Hayford. They had only one child. This woman here was an astute writer and a cultural icon. They gave birth to Gladys Casely-Hayford. You see, Anoma Enwukoto. She also became a writer, a powerful Pan-Africanist. But she had a health condition at birth, which took her life at a very early age. Today, African history class is ready to tell the story of Gladys Casely-Hayford. And please, make sure your handkerchiefs are close to you because you shall shed tears in the class today. She was born in Axim. She was born in Axim to a Gold Coast father by name J.E. Casely-Hayford and a Sierra Leonean mother by name Adelaide Smith. They were both from elite homes. You know what it means to say elite? Let me break it down. Simply put, elite means bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie. Very well educated. Quite wealthy. In the Ghanaian parlance, we will say dadaba, dadabi. My brother, my sister, they both were sent to school in England. Casely-Hayford and the beautiful woman, Adelaide. And my brother, my sister, they met in England. And then they started their lovey-dovey in England. They got married. My brother, my sister, even though Casely-Hayford already had a woman who was Dutch. My brother, my sister, they gave birth to this beautiful woman here called Gladys Casely-Hayford on the 11th of May, 1904. 11th May. My brother, my sister, Rasta people and reggae lovers know how important 11th May is. Bob Marley, my brother, my sister, May 11, he said bye-bye to us in 1981, right? My brother, my sister, today, we are talking about Gladys Casely-Hayford. My brother, my sister, she was born in Axim in the Gold Coast on the 11th of May, 1904, 5 years before Kwame Nkrumah was born. And that's that pretty woman you see here. She started attending school, my brother, my sister, in the Gold Coast. When she was born in the church, they gave her the name Gladys. But her parents decided to change her name to Aqua Laloa. Aqua Laloa. She was called Aqua Laloa by her parents. My brother, my sister, She attended school in the Gold Coast. She was so brilliant. She loved to sing. She loved to dance. And she was a voracious reader. You know what that means? If they say you have a voracious appetite, it means a glutton. You are a glutton. And if they say you are a voracious reader, it means that you read as if you were crazy. I am a voracious reader. I read anything in print. It's just these days I've slowed down. My brother, my sister, Akwala Lua. She read Charles Kingsley's Heroes at the age of 7. Find that book and see how big it is. She read the Bible page to page by the age of 8. Anything that was not a book, music or dance, she was not interested in. She started to speak fluently, Fanti. In her house, she spoke English with her parents and Fanti, and she learned Creole, Sierra Leonean Creole, Pidgin, at an early age, the language of her mother. My brother, my sister. Then when she was in her early teens, she was diagnosed with a medical condition. My brother, my sister, if she was in the heat, she had some kind of discomfort, serious allergies, and for that matter, she had to be relocated to England, where the weather was quite cold. Hallelujah. Well, she got to England, where she continued to school. My brother, my sister, she was educated in Europe. She went to Penrose College in Colwyn Bay in Wales. And then while she was in school, she also enjoyed music. So she joined hands with a Belize jazz band, Germany. And they toured, and she was their dancer. Hey, is it not interesting? A voracious reader who is also so much engrossed in music and dance. Hallelujah. She traveled to the United States. And when she got to the United States, after touring and all that, she broke down. So doctors were confused. But we said this sickness, when you are in the cold, you are okay. But this woman is here, and look at how the place is cold and she's still having breakdowns. And this was 1932. When was she born again, students? 1904. So she was only 28 years when she started breaking down health-wise. So her parents advised her to return home. So she returned to Africa. First, she came to the Gold Coast. Then her father's land. And she was happy to see the father. Oh my God, have mercy. Everything was okay. She was getting ready to travel. My brother, my sister, back to her mother's country, Sierra Leone. Because at that time, the mother and father had divorced. They had divorced since 1914. My brother, my sister. And look at what happened now. She went to her mother's country, Sierra Leone, and there she became a teacher in a school that her mother had founded called the Girls Vocational School, right there in Freetown, Sierra Leone. Her mother was the head of the school, and she became a teacher, teaching African folklore and also literature. My brother, my sister, Akwala Lua got married in 1936. 1936, 2 years after she returned from America, to a man by name Atta Hunter. And they gave birth to a young, little, beautiful boy called Kwabena Hunter. My brother, my sister, she wrote a lot of poems celebrating black skin and black power. She wrote a lot of poetry, and she recited a poetry at so many different places. She remained in Sierra Leone, my brother, my sister, and she is so much wildly celebrated in the Harlem Renaissance. Her works are being used all over the world. Many people said that she died right here in Accra. But other stories say that she died in Sierra Leone. My brother, my sister, she died at a very young age. What killed her? Malaria. She had malaria. Malaria. And then the malaria broke into black water fever. Black water fever is a very, very rare case of what is called hemolysis. Those of you who have studied a little bit of science, when you say hemoglobin, it has to do with blood, right? So hemolysis is also something to do with blood. Now, black water fever is a complication of malaria infection. The red blood cells burst into the bloodstream, and that is called hemolysis. Write it down. Why is your hand up? Oh, spelling of hemolysis, okay. Hemolysis. Some other spelling, Hemolysis. Hemolysis. Now, when the red blood cells burst into the bloodstream, they release hemoglobin directly into the blood vessels and into the urine, frequently leading to kidney failure. And this disease was actually discovered by a Sierra Leonean doctor, a Creole doctor, local black doctor called John Farrell Eastmon. Tomorrow, this is the person we're going to be talking about. John Farrell Eastmon. My brother, my sister, our heroine died from black water fever. She was so young, 46 years young. Her mother was still alive when she died. My brother, my sister, her mother was still alive when she died in October 1950. Her father, my brother, my sister, had died 20 years earlier. But she died before her mother. Today we remember this great black woman. In fact, at her prime of only 46, with only one child, she was traveling around the world in order to avoid a health breakdown. But malaria found her right here in Africa and ended her life. At the time, there was no known cure for malaria. She struggled, and coming from an elite family, they only wanted to deal with doctors and not herbalists. She tried and tried. She grew frail and frail. One early morning, when the doctor was invited to come in and take care of her routinely as it was done, they realized that she felt cold, and she had a book on her chest, a book that she was reading. She read her way all the way into death. The book was lying on her chest. She had read it, my brother, my sister. And when she was tired, she put it on her chest and flew quietly away home. Mommy. Mommy and I can't carry you. Yeah, mommy, oh yeah. Yeah, mommy, me no come out. Oh, mommy. 46. Oh, 46. 46. 46. She was gone. She was gone. May her body, mind, and soul rest in perfect peace as we remember her today. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know, what would you do? Be an ole mini oba fe yanzu da kagane mezaka yine ya papango bokaya nfifia ya nyanu kai na wabana enwe be delele njima singa be kunne lele njima singa beri. It's been the African History Club.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.